Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. It's a chilly January 1st morning here. Happy New Year to everybody out there in YouTube and Cyberland. I'm going to start the year off with a little bit of controversy and talk today a little bit about what I will call real woo versus fake woo. Woo spelled W-O-O, as in woo-woo. There seems to be a divide sometimes forming in the Tai Chi world between people who believe in Chi as a kind of a magical stuff that allows you to do amazing things without any strength or structure. And then there are other people that say, no, it's all physics. I'm closer to the physics end of the spectrum. But I think that if you're doing a Tai Chi movement and you're doing it with good structure, in other words, good aligned joints, and soft, relaxed, and fluid muscles efficiently delivering momentum and power from your legs through to your hands, and you understand the physical function of the movements, you understand the martial application and the physical function of the movement, that you can then suspend your joints and allow your nervous system, or your chi, if you will, to be kind of a unifier, to be kind of a connector, almost like the nitrous in a can of whipped cream. You know, it keeps the cream from settling and becoming too stagnant. It keeps it kind of buoyant and allows it to express differently. Or like an emulsifier in a recipe that allows the ingredients to stay suspended and separate instead of condensing and separating. Then it can actually be a really good, unifying, healthy thing, and even be cosmic and spiritual and even transcendent, if you have those other things in place. So what I would call like real woo would be like, say, if I'm doing a movement like, let's say I'm doing a movement like a typical, parting horse's mane kind of movement like that. If I have good alignment, in other words, my knee is over my toe, and this is a powerful piston here, and it's driving my weight forward. And as my weight arrives forward, I'm using my waist and hips to turn a little bit to release that through my spine, out through my shoulders, and I'm using that in turn to express that out through my limbs, so that the movement echoes out from there, right? I can feel like I've got this strike right here. I've also got this one. Here, here, here. It can be long, it can be big, it could be a big sweeping open movement like that. It can be all the way to the end, or it can be really small. It can be right here. There's strikes all the way through this, issuing all the way through that motion, right? So I understand that. So if I understand that, then I can relax that, I can soften and open up my joints, suspend my joints inside there, I connect this to the breathing, I can feel all these microcircles within this thing, I can do that movement as soft and relaxed and easy and as woo-woo as I want. I can feel my body as a unified field from my intent spreading through my nervous system into my joints and into my body. I can feel myself as more of a field than an object. I can feel, subjectively, I can feel the momentum traveling from joint to joint to joint and out and through my limbs. Maybe the chi or the kind of mystical part of this is just the subjective felt sense of where the momentum is. I'm generating momentum and I'm transferring it out through. What I would call fake woo is the idea that that something like that could be martially effective or physically effective. That all you have to do is make a change in your mind and have some kind of enlightenment experience or practice for enough decades, and there's just this magical connection that will come that will somehow allow this to be powerful. If this is powerful, it's because it's connected through the whole body, and that moves out there. So the chi, or the woo-woo wholeness or oneness, or kind of felt groovy awareness of your whole body is a unifier to me. It's a thing that connects all the parts and allows them to move fluidly with one intent through the body. It has to have that structure and that muscular coordination underneath it. Otherwise, it's a gesture. It's a martial gesture. It's doing this, you know? Like if I'm doing an arm bar, kind of a movement like this, just bringing your hands together is not going to do anything to anything. It won't even break a stick, right? But if, as you come there, you understand that your pressure is here and then there, that. So it's coming up from my legs, through my waist, through the spine, to the movement like that. If I have that, then I can go as woo as I want while I'm doing the movements. And I can feel all that breath connection and that ease in the joints and all those, you know, all that stuff. So basically I'm sort of positing that the chi, or the nervous system feeling its way through the body, is not powerful in itself. It's powerful when it grounds through structure, when it connects through the muscles and the joints and allows a coordinated, efficient movement to happen. There's a lot of people on YouTube who do all kinds of cool things. Some of them are parlor tricks, but some of them are just cool things. They're just ways of using physics to their advantage, and they'll start talking as though it's just this power, it's just this oneness, it's just this switch you have to make in your head, and then you can feel this. And to be honest with you, I just turn the sound off. I just mute the sound when I watch those videos, and I just watch what their bodies are doing. Because when they make that switch or whatever, it affects the physics going on down here. And that's what's really doing the thing. It's not some mystical energy that they're directing solely with their mind, without this, without joints, without movement, without grounding, without connection, without alignment, without all that stuff. So that's what I would call the real woo. The real woo is feeling your body as an energetic unit and as a, you know, spiritual, energetic being through your structure and through the proper use of your muscles, not just all by itself and skipping that stuff. So that's my New Year's message. Let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree, I'm always happy to have a real discussion with constructive give and take. My mind's not closed on this subject. This is just my current understanding. Disrespectful or just, you know, trolly type comments, you can leave them if you wish, but I will block you and delete you, and you'll never be able to comment here again. So thanks very much for watching. Happy New Year again, and if you like this kind of thing, you can check out my website, Burnett.com. I have a Tai Chi book called Tai Chi for Geniuses for sale there. I also have a songwriting book and lots of musical recordings that you can download free or with a donation. That's all there at Burnett.com. Thanks again.